What is going on, everybody? Alfred Ezman here with World Baseball Network. We're joined by a very special guest. We have Tyler Myatt, the JUCO Triple Crown winner this year, a power hitter, and that's an understatement, who recently committed to the Tennessee Volunteers. Tyler, thank you for joining us, man.
Thank you. It's an honor. I'm glad I got to do it.
All right, let's get started, dude. You killed it. This year in JUCO. I'll read off the stat sheet. It just jumps off the page. 484 batting average, an on base percentage of 583, slugging above 1 point triple zeros, and then 30 plus home runs this year, 110 RBIs. Of course, as I said in the intro, the Triple Crown winner in junior college baseball. How are you able to hit like this? Like that, this is like video game numbers you put up this year.
Yeah, so I kind of struggled the first 2 weeks of the season. I just couldn't really find it, started pressing a little bit, and we went down to Florida to play good Chipola team and another team down there. And that first game, I went 4 for 4, and it kind of just like clicked from there and just started rolling.
Very good. And obviously that just continued and it continued a lot because Walter State went all the way to the JUCO World Series this year, right? Finished as runners up, unfortunately, but still phenomenal season. And Walter State is a really good junior college program. If you could talk about the team season and then kind of the baseball culture at Walter State, because it's a good one.
Yeah, so the culture is awesome. A lot of the guys, they still, some of the guys that I know personally that's played at Walter State, they live in Morristown now.
Mhm.
Like Alex Hayes got drafted by the Rockies, was supposed to go to Tennessee, but chose to draft. I met him in high school and started. He coached my team a little bit, and we got to build the relationship. And this year he got to come back and watch me play and stuff. And you got Chad Bell. Chad Bell comes around a lot. He's in Knoxville now that does baseball like with kids. The culture is just amazing. We have the big tradition sign in the left field, outfield, and that means a lot to all of us, whether we won that championship or not. But that tradition sign still means a lot.
Very good. Yeah. And one thing I ask a lot of JUCO guys too, it's becoming kind of, I think, a trend more so now than, years before this, where there's players that start right at the junior college level. And then because of what the portal is now, look for those opportunities like you did beyond it. Talk about, or actually give advice to players looking to take that same path you did. What would you tell them?
I would definitely tell them to be patient
Mhm.
because you know you're in your season, they're in their season. They still have to worry about their team and how they're doing and making sure the spot is going to be open for you next year if they're going to want you. But that was the biggest thing with me was kind of being patient with Tennessee because that's where I wanted to go, obviously, because I was getting like a little concerned because like a lot of the other SEC schools were calling and texting and trying to get me to come down, but Tennessee was still behind a little bit for me. They were behind, and then I noticed that they had a week stretch where they wasn't doing too good, and then they done good, and then I ended up getting that text like a week or two later from me, like kind of worrying about it, and I knew I had to be patient with them, and they were obviously patient with me because they had to make sure I was what they wanted to.
Yeah, and let's get right into that, man. Congrats. I mean, this is a huge opportunity for you. I'm sure you're beyond thrilled with it. Being a Tennessee kid,
Yeah,
growing up here, playing JUCO in this state, it's just a huge opportunity to put on the orange and white. You got into it a little already. I can tell it was a dream of yours. I've read that it's a dream of yours from going to a game Evan Russell, went off in. Thank you to our friends at Rocky Top Insider for that kind of little tidbit there. Very cool stuff. But go into it more, man. I mean, this is a place everyone seemingly right now everyone wants to go play baseball at.
yeah.
Why? You've answered it a bunch though, but why Tennessee of all places?
It's home. It's the only ballpark I really see myself playing in it, and it plays good for lefties too. I got to I played for the Kansas City Royals scout team for a fall, my senior year of high school, and got to we scrimmaged there, and I got to take BP there for the first time. That was just so cool too, and just getting to hit the ball all sides of the field and it still going out no matter what. I could probably get used to this.
Yeah, big hitter spark, and you're right. It definitely helps, lefties like you and everything. But I gotta ask too, because I mentioned the Evan Russell thing. Beyond
Hmm.
him, what were some of your favorite Tennessee players? Watching when you were younger.
Definitely Jordan Beck
Mm.
and probably Drew Gilbert. He was always exciting. I kind of not sure I can like hype myself up like he does sometimes, but it's definitely on the same context. You
Right.
know, like especially the home run against Wright State is just that was electric, and that was one of the games I was sitting on my couch watching, and I would say Jackson Greer. I
Hmm.
don't know. I didn't get to watch a lot of his season, but we're really good friends now. I go to his hitting facility a lot, and we just kind of talk things out all the time. And he helped me with my decision too, as well.
Very good. Yeah, I mean, in this, talk about maybe your relationship with the Tennessee coaching staff. I know Ross Kivett, right,
Mm-hmm.
was big in your recruitment and everything. Talk about maybe the relationship with him, as well as Tony Vitello, if you've talked to him or other guys on the staff.
Yeah, so Kivik came to watch me. It was on a midweek game, went like 4 for 4, and then a week later he texted me, and then he kept telling me like, gotta let the boss see you. Speaking of Coach V, I was like, all right, just let him just text me when he's coming. He needs to hurry. So the crazy thing is about all of them, they all got to see me play in different times, and every time they showed up, something good happened. Like Coach Kiv came, went 4 for 4. Coach V came, went 2 for 3 with 2 home runs in one game, and then Elander came, went 1 for 1, 4 walks, 1 home run. Like
Right.
everything was working out when they showed up, and I'm a big believer in signs. And I was like, just let's just get this done.
Yeah, that's I'll tell you what, Tennessee fans when they hear that are gonna love it because you just do good in front of coaches individually. Imagine, when all they're all together, how good you're gonna do. It's gonna
Yeah,
be like, 4 home run games, it seems like at this rate. But that's
yeah.
awesome. I'm very happy for you. And you chose Tennessee over places like LSU, A&M, really good baseball programs and stuff. Which is awesome. Again, congratulations on the commitment there. My final thing, and I like doing this, Tyler, with guys at your level. Plenty of kids out there, not just in Tennessee, but around the country, want to get to where you're at. Not only just playing at Tennessee, but playing college baseball, right? In general, a
Hmm.
lot of them want to do that. Uh, those who see this, what kind of advice do you have for them to get to your level of playing?
Yeah, anyone could do it. I'm not from a very big town. I'm sure people has figured that out now. But sports where I'm from is not really lifted up on anything. If you want to get out of here with sports, you're gonna have to do it on your own. School or anything's not gonna help. But I would say just honestly, if you're not getting the attention, JUCO is honestly like gonna be the perfect route for you because that's what I did. Out of high school, I wasn't really lifted up by any D1 school and kind of had to just bet on myself and go play. And like anyone could go play JUCO. There's different levels of it, just like there is. But if you're gonna try and want to get to your dream school, it's definitely the route to go because you don't have to sit around and you can just go ahead and start playing.
Very good, my man. Once again, congratulations, Tyler, on your commitment to the University of Tennessee. Can't wait to see what you do in Knoxville and even your career beyond that. Thank you for joining us today, man.
Thank you. Means a lot.
All righty. This has been Alfred Ezman with World Baseball Network. Thank you for watching.